modernize. It could be a very good thing. What I have urged the president is use NAFTA renegotiation as an opportunity to open up foreign markets, open up the Mexican market, open up the Canadian market. So, for example, there is an enormous opportunity in energy in Mexico. There are vast energy reserves in Mexico. They're not being adequately developed. We open those markets up, that's going to produce thousands of high-paying jobs here in Texas, because the expertise to develop that energy is in the state of Texas. And so my hope is in renegotiating NAFTA, we'll expand trade, which will produce jobs here in Texas.
Real quick, Senator Cruz, Kari's law passed the Senate today.
Yes.
You were a big part of moving that forward. Reaction?
I'm very gratified Kari's law could pass. You know, you look at the tragedy of someone facing a life-threatening situation and not being able to dial 911, getting stuck with a barrier, and this is a common sense law. This is basic common sense that if you're in a time of crisis, you should be able to reach law enforcement. We should do everything we can to help law enforcement get there and save your life. And so it's a tragedy that it couldn't be there for Kari, but it's a common sense reform. I'm glad to see the Senate acting.
One other question. Republicans campaigned on repeal and replace. Didn't quite work out last week. How likely is it moving forward?
I believe we're going to get this done. Last week, we fell one vote short. A lot of Democrats were celebrating. A lot of folks in the media were celebrating. I think we're a lot closer than many of the outside observers believe. And I think failure is not an option. So what I'm telling Republicans, listen, we spent 7 years campaigning, promising to repeal the disaster that is Obamacare. We got to deliver on that promise. Just failing is completely unacceptable. And I think we're close. I think we're within a couple of votes. And the way to get there is to focus on lowering premiums and expanding choices and competition and options, expanding consumer freedom and making health insurance more affordable for individual consumers. We do that. That's how you bring together Republicans. That's how you unify everyone. And that's how you deliver for the people we're elected to represent.
Now, your amendment that you put forward had to do with a lot of that. Are you planning on reintroducing something like that in the future?
Very much so. I think an integral part of repealing Obamacare is going to be adopting the Consumer Freedom Amendment, which I introduced, and which the Department of Health and Human Services found would increase insurance coverage by over 2 million people and would decrease premiums by $7,000 a year. You know, the biggest reason that people are hurting under Obamacare is it's made premiums skyrocket. As I visit with Texans across the state, they say, listen, I can't afford quality health insurance for my family. We got to fix that. The federal government caused that problem with Obamacare. We got to fix that. And consumer freedom puts you, the consumer, in charge of your health care. It expands your choices and drives down costs. That's what we got to do, is deliver on what we promised.
Thank you, guys.